Hi everybody, it is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and I am here with my Cast Off Friday video. And actually, this is going to be a Cast Off Crew Plus video. You know, kind of like you get a bonus because I have a lot of things that aren't knit and crocheted, but I want to share and I just don't have time to do a second video. But we'll start with the knit and crocheted things. The first thing I have is I finished the Hermione's everyday socks that I showed you last time. This is made out of holiday flock sock, I think, yarn in the Nora's Favorite Colors colorway, and I did the pattern with an afterthought heel because I do an afterthought heel in all of my socks. Love them. So now I have two pairs of socks that are going to be brand new to me in the fall. The next thing I finished, you might see behind me on this side, is the Mile a Minute Afghan by Bob Wilson 123. It was the YouTube Afghan crochet along. I have since named it the Afghan of Death. It took me about 2 months to do. There are 23 skeins of Red Heart Super Saver in here, and every single one except for 2 skeins of black were in my stash. It weighs 7 pounds, Bruno asked me the other day, and I love it, but we need a break. It is 30 strips long, and it's actually 2 Afghans, and it starts with the lightest pink, and it goes to the darkest purple. When we have some good weather and the ground is dry, Kristen is going to bring it outside and get some good pictures, so I will show those as soon as those are done. But that is my crochet along Afghan, also known as the Afghan of Death. The next thing I have to show you, is really a set of things. This is a pattern for purchase on Ravelry, and it gives you all 7 of these. I made these for Kristen's office, and they're amigurumis. There's a pig, a frog, these are all made out of scrap, a puppy, a chick, a bunny, a bear, and a kitty cat. And I'll put a photo in here. So hopefully you saw the photo, and that is where Kristen has them displayed in her office. Well, obviously not right this very minute, but that's where they go, and they look really cute there. And they watch her and crack the whip and make sure that she's working. So I will put a link to those in the description below. So that is the end of my cast off portion of this video, and now we are moving into the plus section. I have been sewing a lot. I've been having a lot of insomnia, and rather than toss and turn in bed, I've been getting up and trying to do some stuff to tire myself out. So previously, I had showed you my first attempt at a box bag. Well, I used a different tutorial with different measurements, and I used interfacing this time, and this one's too small, but I did make a box bag out of the same. This is just some fabric scraps from my stash, and I was really pleased with this. I was a little bummed that it was small, but it was a box bag, and it stood up on its own, and I'd actually cut out 2 at the exact same time, so I have one in brown elephants also, with pink and brown on the inside, and they're both fully lined. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these particular ones. I'm sure we'll find something, whether we use it for a toiletry bag or whatnot. But I'm really happy with them. So then I felt a little bit more confident after I had made these 2. And I decided to try again and just use my own dimensions. And some fabric from my stash. I love this one. I wish it was a little bit taller, but this is a learning game. I made an owl box bag. And I was so proud of myself. I made sure there was one owl on one side and another on the other. I'm such a dork. I spent probably 45 minutes trying to make sure that I cut appropriately, which of course wasted fabric because it was in the middle of this big scrap of fabric and whatnot. But on the inside, I just have some checkered, which I turned on its side. And this is fully lined. And public service announcement, I guess. These bags, while easy, are a lot of work, and I can totally understand why people charge what they charge on Etsy for these bags. I think that with the time that goes into making them, totally warranted and totally worth it. So there's my owly boxy bag, and I will be doing this again and attempting to make it taller. I will put a link below to Made by Marzipan did a video tutorial on how to do it, and once I get my links up, I'll make sure there's a link to that down below so you can go ahead and try and make your own boxy project bag. Oh. Don't be jealous. It's a mocha frappe from McDonald's. We've had a bad week. The next thing is has been a work in progress for a while, but I finished a few of them this week. They are all out of the same fabric, and they are more wedgie zipper bags, fully lined, in 2 sizes. This one is about 9 inches, and I have 2 of those done so far, and I have 2 others in this size waiting. I just need to seam up the sides, and I have 3 more of this one. Some of them have green lining, none of the ones I have now. This one is 11.5 inches wide, and it's another boxy bag, and these bags will be available for purchase in my Etsy shop when I get around to it, when I finish them. Because these bags are also time consuming, and I think that people do charge reasonable prices for them. But I'm a bargain shopper, so I don't spend as much on materials as most people on Etsy do. So there will be 8 of these in my Etsy shop in this print. I don't have any others cut out yet. There'll be 4 of the 11.5 inches and 4 of the 9 inches. Hi, Do. You want to say hi? Say hi, everybody. No, you gotta look at the camera, not me. Say hi, everybody. No, I'm shy today. I love you too, buddy. Mima, do you want to say hi? She says, yes, it's my turn. It's my turn. She says, hi, everybody. Aren't I beautiful? You are beautiful. Oh, yes, you are beautiful. You are. I love you too. Okay, we gotta keep moving along because we're at 8.5 minutes, okay? Say hi, everybody. Bye. Okay. I have 3 more things. The next thing I have is this is just blocks. I'm not a quilter. I don't pretend to be. I wish I was. I just found a string on it. But I had this quilt top all put together waiting to be quilted and bound. I had never bound before. I had never actually quilted a blanket before. Here's the back. And I did this in one of my fits of insomnia. And I'll hold it up close so you can see. The squares are, I think they call it stitching in the ditch. But I didn't want to do just like a straight stitch, so I actually made another sample on scrap so you could see it. I have a couple decorative stitches on my sewing machine. Nothing much. It's a very basic machine. And I thought this was pretty, so this is what goes through. This is what I stitched in the ditch, which was great because none of my seams are straight. I mean, I guess some of them are straight, but some of them are really cockeyed, and you can't tell. This really gives the illusion that they are square. So there's that. This This is just a small one. This is going to be for the pups. They've actually been waiting very patiently since I finished it. Maybe not so patiently. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, 10 minutes. Okay, I have 2 more things to show you. The next thing, I saw Yolanda. I'm not going to pretend that I know all her names. Yolanda, I'll put a link in the description below, had a video tutorial on making a shirt out of bandanas. And I said, oh, I should totally do that. Because, you know, I don't have enough things going on that I need to just keep adding and adding and adding to my plate of things I need to do. So when I was out in my travels today, I picked up a couple of bandanas for $1 at Walmart. And I said, oh, let me give it a shot. So this is, it would be either a dress for a toddler or a top for a younger girl. I don't know. I should take it off the hanger so you can actually see it. But it's just a pillowcase dress. It's gathered at the top. These are not knotted because I don't know who it's going to be for. And very, very simple and so stinking adorable. There are armholes here. The great thing is that you don't need to worry about finishing any of your seams because these are bandanas. And as you know, or probably know, the edges of bandanas are all serged. So I think I just said the edges of bananas. The edges of bandanas are all serged. So it's seriously four seams. You seam up one side, you seam up the other side, you seam up the one top, you seam up the other side of the top, and you have yourself a cute little dress, or it just looks like a bunch of fabric now, but I wish I had a little kid to put this on, or I wish I weighed 4 pounds so I could try it on for you, but I don't, and I don't. So you'll have to use your imagination. I'm thinking that maybe the next time we see our nieces, I'll try and get a picture of one of them wearing it. I don't know if they're too old for it, but so I'll put a link to that in the description below. And last but not least, last night I couldn't sleep to save my life, and Ayana Red had showed this cute dress on one of her vlogs. And she posted it on Facebook, a link to it, which I'm going to have to find so I can put it in the description below. And I decided to go ahead and make it. I've recently discovered that I had no idea how to use my rotary cutter, and someone told me that you're left-handed, you need to move the blade. And guess what? Now my rotary cutter actually cuts. I don't have to zip the blade across and then zip it back and then zip across and then take the scissors and then really cut it. So I like my rotary cutter now. So this is a little dress. I made the 0 to 3 month size. We don't know anybody who's having a baby. Well, we know people who are having babies, but we don't know anybody who's having a girl, so I don't know who it's going to be for. This is all fabric from my stash, and here it is. This little cute, stinking cute little dress. I'll take it, I can try to take it off the hanger. It has little tie tops, and I'll untie one of them so you can see. It is so simple, so simple. You just need to know some basic sewing skills and you can make this. It's that easy. There's one piece for the front and one piece for the lining. The same piece for the back, the same piece for the lining. A little bit of piping, which I would leave out next time. 2 squares for the skirt, and a little bit of double fold bias tape along the bottom. I did do French seams throughout because I didn't want it fraying. And where the skirt and the top connect inside, after I sewed it together, I did do 2 rounds of zigzag stitch to lock in those stitches. And this morning I got up and I took, this is a pattern. I don't like it, but it is a little diaper cover, and it velcros. Like I said, I don't really like it. I'm at 14.5 seconds, so I'll put a link to this in the description below. I hope everybody had a great past 2 weeks. I will see you again in 2 weeks. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.